Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today I'm going to let you know exactly how I've become SPG God. Of course, well, maybe in this one game of World of Tanks, I'm not going to try and pretend to be the best self-propelled gun player. But with Wargaming's recent changes to artillery, then you've got more hope than you've previously had of actually managing to hit a shot. At least, apart from these pesky EBRs. Although it's not a bad start, really. 110 damage against an EBR is a good start. So, okay, look, what have I done recently that has changed how I play artillery? Well, firstly, taking the right crew skills. I talked about this in my crew skills video. There are many crew skills which very much help the artillery. Firstly, you can take an ability, which means that when you're close to another self-propelled gun on your team, you actually get increased crew skill. Secondly, by far the most important one is concentration, which increases your accuracy when you're stationary for 3 seconds by, it's going to be about 3.5%, but with good crew skills, maybe it's going to be more like about 4%. On top of that, you can take Armorer, which increases your accuracy by an additional 1%, and that's 5% accuracy right there, compared to what was previously possible with crew skills in World of Tanks. In addition, you can take shell tuning, and the shell tuning means that your alpha damage is increased by 1% because your average lows have now been removed. Oh, why'd you have to? It's like he knew which way he was gonna go. My shell was going to go, and he drove around it. Curse you, EBR! I'll bag you later, possibly, maybe. So these are some really big changes that have happened to self-propelled guns in the latest patch. And when you add to that playing an Object 261, then things actually start to appear very good. Do you notice how just little bloom there is now on the Object 261 compared to what there used to be? This means that you've got more chance than ever of hopefully trying to catch the EBR, but you can see he knocked down the building there. And instead of just going straight, he turned left. It'll take me a while, but maybe we're just zeroing in here, you know. But I just know how important it is to get an EBR out of the game. If we manage to get that EBR out of the game, then there's all of that whizzing potential where they can catch us later on. But, you know, when you're not shooting at EBRs, how about like a cluster of just tanks all in the same position, right? That's a lot easier to be able to hit a pattern the tank that's moving slowly than trying to hit an EBR. But it's kind of tricky in a self-propelled gun sometimes. Do you try and go for the most important tank in the matchup, which on Moravanka is going to be the EBR? Or do you go for the low-hanging fruit, the easy things to be able to grab, the safe damage that you can be able to put into Pattern the Tank, for example? And I think in this case, it's going to be hopefully 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, the sounds of keyboard smashing.
Oh, another thing that I've done in self-propelled gun, at least with the Object 261, is I decided to put one of my new QB commanders inside this. And yeah, I did have a lot of fun with the voice lines of QB commander. Funnily enough, when I put QB commander in my Object 261, I had never got an ace tanker in the Object 261 ever, and this is one of the original vehicles of World of Tanks. But as soon as I did put QB Commander inside the Object 261, I'm not even kidding you, I was playing at TwitchCon in America, and it was the very first game that I played in the 261 where I got an ace on mines. But it was just one of those boring games that I don't think will be very entertaining for YouTube. However, I can tell you, this game's going to be quite entertaining. Oh, who do we choose? Do we fire in the center and try and go for a bombardier medal? Nah, let's get rid of the light tank.
Wow, look at you go.
Yeah, look at me go. I know. Well, you know, I've at least in this one battle, everything is actually going to go right when we're playing self-propelled guns. Although, to be fair, considering I've only done 500 damage that we've seen in the first 4 minutes of this battle, I'm looking more of like a pawn, really, rather than like the god of self-propelled guns right now. But maybe it's going to change. Maybe it's going to change. Maybe our luck will change. We're going to try and use...
There's no coming back from that.
There is no coming back from that, Scrublord. Man, I had so much fun with the new QB Commander, and I hope all of you have been having fun with the voice lines as well. So, 2 shots, 2 kills. As long as we can manage to penetrate this Centurion 7-1, then Action 10, I should say, then we're going for the Reaper medal here. That's something I haven't really thought about for a while. Oh, that looks juicy. I like that British bottom.
Looks like you're learning fast. I'm obviously a good influence.
QB Commander is the best of influences, but I tell you what, being lazy and not moving between your self-propelled gun shells, that is not clever. Luckily, the enemy, M53-55, doesn't manage to hit us. And so, will we continue this Reaper medal? Will we be able to catch the EBR? We've killed 3 tanks with 3 shots. Is it going to be 4 for 4?
Say hello to the garage for us.
Yeah, say hello to the garage for us, Geordie. No ill feelings. Just absolutely love getting EBRs out of the game. I think every tank destroyer player and every self-propelled gun player out there absolutely loves getting EBRs out of the battle. And so that's 4 shots with 4 kills. Are we going to be able to catch the RU-251? Nah, come on, I thought he was going to turn. He wasn't. It's an awful shell. And unfortunately now, as you can see, I've only got 1 more splashing shell left. We fired so many shells this game that I've only got 6 of the non-stunning splashing shells. And considering I've actually done no assistance, it's one of the downsides. There's actually a crew skill that you can take on all of your vehicles, but they work very well with self-propelled guns, where if they have low amounts of health, the self-propelled guns have low amounts of health. If you do assistance, and stunning counts as assistance, if you do your hit points in stunning or assistance, then you actually get extra crew skill for the rest of the battle. So I actually made a bit of a misplay there. I didn't realize that I wasn't fully loaded, and then I wanted to do an intuition switch, and that was actually a bit of a misplay. That was an awful shell. Did you notice how I made such a schoolboy error? And look on the minimap. You see these lines? That's the limit of your turret traverse or your gun traverse with a self-propelled gun. If you push beyond that, you actually move the hull, and when you move the hull, the reticle blooms out. So a big misplay there. I should have pre-aimed in front of where the FE405 is, and I got flustered there, not gonna lie, with a couple of bad plays. But hopefully Pat and the tank is going to get us back into this battle, and boom, baby.
I guess you think you're a big shot now.
Oh, come on. When QuickyBaby plays a big shot, I'm a big shot when I play an artillery, you know? It's taken a lot of sandwiches to get this good at self-propelled guns. But oh dear, with the RU-251 now having an open run towards me and the 212A, we are going to need some help. So I'm going to start to communicate. ELC, help! Please save us from the RU-251. It's not fair. We're too young to die. I'm going to leave too beautiful of a corpse, obviously, when I play a self-propelled gun. Come on. Come and save your artillery overlord. To be fair, it is kind of in his interests, because if he does come and save us. Luckily, the Griller presses affirmative. Awesome that the Griller called Sleshko Kill is going to come and try and assist us, and hopefully the ELC will as well, who's probably one of the best scout tanks in the game, especially with regards to their camo rating. But the R251 is no slouch, and seeing how the Griller just nearly tanked a artillery shell, that strongly suggests to me that the RU-251 is going to be where I am pinging. And I'm hoping that the ELC is going to be able to make a push play. I say, he must be there. Come on. Let's go ELC. So yeah, that ability, it's pretty good on light tanks, but it's incredibly good on self-propelled guns. It's just brutal that I haven't actually managed to stun anything this game that my team have managed to shoot. But I guess that's because I've been trying to finish off tanks, or I've been trying to just hit targets to get them out the game. So, spoilers, I've played like 1,000 games in artillery, or I don't know, that's a lot of sandwiches. Because when I stream so much now for so long that I want to have my lunch on stream. And so artillery is the best class. I can eat a sandwich with one hand while I'm also playing artillery, right? No pressure. Probably one of the reasons why I'm getting splashed by the M53-55. But I have never managed to ever get a top gun while I have played artillery. Not once. So right now, ladies and gents, we're sitting on 5 kills, as it says up there. If I manage to get another kill, this will be my first ever top gun in a self-propelled gun in World of Tanks. So I was hyped. Boys and girls. So the RU-251, maybe they knew the ELC was coming towards them, so they decided to actually get out of there. Or maybe they were just worried that the Griller was going to dump them. So, unfortunately, now it's kind of open for the RU-251 to make their way in if they manage to. Oh, lovely. Oh, direct hit on an RU-251 for 429. Shame that one didn't pen. Unfortunately, the 212A on my team doesn't manage to follow up on that near stationary RU-251. And this Tortoise, they're facing the wrong way. They're facing the AMX. Now the RU-251 has managed to get behind the Tortoise. This is an absolute disaster. But don't worry. Uncle QuickyBaby is here to save the day. I'm going to help you, Mr. Tortoise. I'm going to help you, Mr. Tortoise. Boom, baby.
Why are you picking on the little tanks?
I'll pick on those little tanks, QB Commander, if I want to. I need all of the kills that I possibly can, especially when those little tanks could slip in along the western flank and be able to finish me off. So, ladies and gents, the most kills I've ever got in a self-propelled gun. But, I have to admit, there's something more juicy than getting 6 kills in a self-propelled gun. And how about hitting an FV4005 with a damaging shell?
Nice hit.
It was a nice hit. That is an understatement. That is 1,100 damage. We just added 50% to our damage total this battle, at least with damage that we've seen, because we've hit possibly a few blind shots in this battle. And that definitely changes things. We've gone from having a hit point deficit to a hit point advantage. I'm not sure who was spotting the FV405, but does it even matter in this scenario? FV405 gets finished off by the Gorilla. I'm going to turn my attention towards the STRV, and I'm going to try and just predict where they're going to go, and they turn a little bit, but oh, it was close.
Close. Not close enough.
I could just basically do an entire YouTube video where I just sit there and let QB Commander say. He knows exactly what's up. It wasn't quite close enough, QB Commander, and we don't manage to hit the STRV 103B directly. But now the AMX is making their way in along the south. I've got 2 shells left. I've got an AP shell, and I've got a stunning shell. I'm going to switch to my stunning shell using intuition because the STRV is so low on health. And am I just going to whiff it?
I guess you think you're a big shot now.
But mate, I've got 7 kills, QB Commander. Don't give me your sass. And with our 19th shell fired this battle, we are now on 7 kills. We've managed to destroy nearly half of the enemy team. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Gorilla's giving me a thumbs up. I'm happy. I've only got 1 shell left. It's AP. Are we going to get the Radley Walters medal? Are we going to get the Faden's medal? This is the dream game for any self-propelled gun. I've never got 6 kills in artillery. Well, I got 6 kills, and then I got 7. But is it going to be 8? I'm thinking, do I whiff here? Shall I aim? Shall I aim for the ELC? Nah, that AMX is probably just going to go behind the building. He's not going to play. Okay, well, let's use the relatively good top speed and engine power of practically a medium tank on the Object 261 to get forwards and try and go after this AMX. There's only 2 minutes left on the battle and nobody seems to want to cap, so we're going to have to deal with a full health, albeit low tier medium tank. Looks like the Tortoise manages to slam 1 shell in. The AMX is a 50-50 to destroy me in a single shot, and it's a risk that I am willing to take. I'm going to aim, and
Looks like you're learning fast.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a Radley Walters medal in a self-propelled gun. This was 3 more kills than I've ever managed to achieve in World of Tanks playing artillery before. And at least for 1 game, I guess QB Commander and all of those tasty new crew skills turned me into a self-propelled gun god. And ladies and gents, boys and girls, I think this was a one-off. I don't think I'm ever going to get another Radley Walters medal playing self-propelled guns, as well as a Nadids medal for destroying all of the enemy light tanks, and a Faden's medal for destroying the final vehicle with the final shell. And a big shout out to my team, especially Sleshko Kill and Martinez 26. Couldn't have managed to do this one without you two. Anyway, ladies and gents, boys and girls, that was QuickyBaby playing self-propelled gun today, or at least just getting incredibly lucky. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And if you're watching this video as it is released on Monday, there's a brand new token store for the next 4 weeks, so you can come along on twitch.tv/QuickyBaby and get some fabulous loot, including 2D styles, but more importantly, 3D styles for the Centurion, the T-54, the T-49, the M103, or even in the Centurion 7.1. And these are some really cool Halloween-looking 3D styles, which I'm definitely getting Silent Hill vibes as I'm playing through the remake on the PlayStation at the moment. So there will be new tokens available from 3 o'clock UTC on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so you can save them up and get a variety of goodies just for watching the stream. So come along right now and tell me in chat, what's the most kills you've ever got in an artillery? And if you want to submit your epic replays to me to be featured on the channel, then upload them on quickybaby.what-record.com. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.